Okay, I have my coffee. I believe most of you have settled in as well, and I think most of us already have dialed in. So why don't we kick off the event today? Good morning, everyone. How are all of you doing today? Don't worry, you don't have to unmute yourself. I'm sure you're all doing well since you're here today. Welcome to our mobility reverse pitch session, where instead of the typical approach of having startups present themselves, we will have our dear corporate partners step on this virtual stage because that's how life works these days. They will step on stage to share more about what they are focusing on, what their focus is when it comes to innovation, and how you, attending startup companies, could potentially help them out. Um, if we move to the next slide, we have a little bit of PNP COVID-19 related content in the works. If you follow the QR code, you will be taken to the landing page where you can find all different kinds of materials related to this topic. And on that note, we have the COVID-19 accelerator just recently kicked off as well. So if you feel that your technology could be applicable in addressing any of those related topics, feel free to find the type form to sign up for that accelerator, and someone else from the team will reach out to you if we have any meaningful and relevant event opportunities or meeting opportunities. And then on the same page, you can also find some relevant content that we have prepared just to skim through and maybe familiarize yourself a little bit more with our activities. We also have a bunch of good events coming up related to COVID-19 and not related to that. Tomorrow afternoon, Pacific time, we will have a fireside chat with the mayor of Seoul, where it's going to be he will be addressing how the country overcame the situation and how they got better on a in a rather short period of time. Then on April 21st, we will have a COVID-19 related webinar around consumer signals. Same thing as we are doing today. We will have a corporate reverse pitches, but for the energy sector, mostly focusing on oil and gas, as well as utilities. And then a pretty fresh, out of the oven thing that we have also going on is this webinar series related to cost-saving technologies for the manufacturing industry. We will have 3 wonderful events, each focusing on different topics such as operations, automation, or just data and data analytics tools. Quickly about what we're going to do today. We will have 4 wonderful presentations by our corporate partners. Each presentation will be roughly 6 to 7 minutes long, and then, dear attendees, you can also type out questions if you have anything you would like to ask the presenters. A couple of housekeeping rules. Everything comes with rules, and this will not be an exception. Please remain muted except you are actually presenting. When your time comes, and you will clearly see that, unmute yourself, show us your face, show us your excitement, and go over the materials you have prepared for us for today. As I mentioned, each presentation will be roughly 7 minutes long, and then afterwards, there's going to be a Q&A session. To answer these questions, anyone in the room, anyone at this event, if you have any questions, there's a Q&A button at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that, you can type in the questions and we will be able to see those much more efficiently than if you just type them out in the chat box. If you want to chat with anyone here, if you want to private message someone, use the chat box. If you have any more questions of technical nature, you can also use anything and we will be more than happy to help you out in any way we can. But now I feel like I could probably talk forever. I already feel like I'm hijacking the event. But I think there's more important things to be covered today. And that's why all of you are here today. We will have 4 wonderful corporations. Hi, I see all of you. Thanks for being here with us today. And I think it's definitely time to move forward with the next one. I'm here in the office of FCA. I don't know which exact office that is, but I'm happy that they invited me over. We will hear from Brian, who is with FCA. And for those who don't know, but you probably do know, FCA is an Italian-American car manufacturing company, and it happened after the merge of Fiat and Chrysler into a new company, into a new holding company in the last decade. Now it is one of the top 10 largest auto manufacturers. But now, without any further ado, I think, Brian, you can take it off, and let's see what you have to share with us this morning.